Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to explain you about the variables in the Power Automate. So let's create a new Power Automate Cloud Flows. So I'm taking here an instant Cloud Flows. I'm skipping the flow name. Okay, I will use the old designer. I will select the trigger manually. Okay, now add action. So we need to type a variable. So in the variable sections, we have basically five types of action is available. Like first is like basically initialize, and then we can set variable, we can increment, decrement, append to string, append to array. Okay, so let's create a variable, and then here we need to type a variable name. So I'm going to type a var. Okay, so first is like a var boolean is available in the type. Okay, and then data type, and then we have an integer, float, string, object, and array. Okay, so if I type a boolean, if I type any string, okay, and if I try to save this, then it will give me error because it's a boolean type. Okay, so either we can type a true or false. Okay, so if I type a slow true, then you can see here we have a true value. Okay, and same way we can type here false. Okay, then we have another type is available integer. Okay, so integer expect only the numbers, not a string. Okay, if I click on save button, then again it will give me error because it is taking as a string. Okay, so if I we need to enter a number only in this section in the value, so now it will saved. Okay, and in the same way we have a float. Okay, and then string, and then object, and then array. Okay, so let's take an example of right now for this integer variable only. Okay, and then we will add another action which is called let's say increment and decrement. Okay, so first we will increment this, and then so in the increment variable you will get only the numeric variable. Okay, so where is the one? Okay, if I change this to a float, okay, that time also it will increment, but that time it is ask me to like increment number. Okay, and then now if I run this, then you will see first we initialize that variable as a 1, and then we increment this to a 2. So you can see this is a type. Okay, and variable name value is 1, and that time we increment this value by 2. Okay, so and value will become a 3. Okay, so that's how we can use the increment variable, and same way we have a decrement also. We need to select the variable name, and then right now we are just decrement by only 1. If I run this, then now where variable value will be 2, because we initialize by 1, then increment by 2, and decrement that variable by 1. So I'm directly open this, so now you can see. Okay, so that is the use of the increment and decrement variable actions. So basically we use this when we perform such actions where we need to increase the variable length, so that time it will be very useful. Okay, now we will add another action. So we cover the increment, decrement, and then initialize. Now we check the set variable. So in the set variable, again we can select the variable from the drop down, and now I am setting that variable value as a 5. Okay, So that action also we use when somewhere like let's suppose if we are using any kind of, let's say, a do while loop, okay, then we are performing some action, and we need to run that do while loop, let's suppose, and we don't know the when our condition will be met. So that time we will use that kind of variable, and then we can use the set variable to meet the condition whenever whenever our let's say certain actions we are performing in the inside the do while loop. So and when then action is performed and we made the criteria, that time we use this kind of things, okay. So now you can see where variable is now 5, okay. Now if I add again, and if I type here variable. Okay, so now set initialize decrement increment, that is all done. Now we will use the append to string variable. So if I select the drop down, then you won't be able to see any kind of variable, because we initialize the variable as a float or integer, not an as a string, okay. So append to string variable only take the variable when you initialize using the type of string, not any other type. So that time you guys able to see, okay. Let me delete this, otherwise it will give me an error when I will define the string type, okay. Okay, so I will select now string. So now you can see that is coming, and now if I type hi, if I run this, then now you can see we have hi is there, okay. Append to string variable, and then variable is 1, okay. If I use compose to showcase you the exact value of that variable, and if I run this, then you can see it is basically appending, not a overriding, okay. So just to showcase you, I use a compose, okay, because we initialize that variable as a 1, and then we uh, append in high value, okay. So it is just concatenate, not overriding, okay. So this is the use of append to string variable. Now we will see a array. So now we have a last action is available, append to array. So again, because we not initialize any variable where type is as a array, so that's the reason that variable list is not coming. So now again, what we need to do, first I will delete this, because otherwise flow give me a error, and I will change this to a array, okay. And now you can see that is coming. Now I will use the 2, and if I run this, okay, okay, so we need to define an array. Okay, so that's how we define an array, okay. So now I append this to a 2. So now in the compose, you will able to see that value 1 2. Okay, so that's how we use the append to array variable. Okay, so today we cover all the variable actions available in the cloud flows. Okay, so first what we need to do again? First we need to initialize the variable. Then only we can use the remaining actions available for variable. Let's say set, increment, decrement, append to string, append to array variable. Okay. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. See you later.